Testing 1, 2, 3. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Before we start with the music, introduce yourself.
I'm Riz Ahmed, and I'm here on Track Star.
You're a music guy.
I mean, let's find out.
Like, you're a musician.
I like to think I'm a music guy, but this may prove me wrong.
Let's see.
Okay, here we go.
The ghetto Othello the more.
Yeah, so that's Nas. For a minute, I thought it was about the original sample you wanted me to grab.
You mean this?
What is this from? Wow, yeah.
He's a Persian dude.
It had something about it that felt like kind of Eastern.
That piano. You like Nas?
So yes, I definitely like Nas. In particular, Illmatic was a very important album to me. What used to happen back in days, like someone would buy the CD or the cassette from the stores, and then they make a copy of it, and then we'd all pass it around the neighborhood, copying the cassette. And my brother had this incredible, he had shoe boxes full of these rap cassettes, but he told me very specifically, you're not allowed to listen to them because they have swearing on them. So of course, as soon as he left, I was memorizing every single one of them.
How much older?
He was only 3 years older, but
he was just being a bastard.
He was 3 years older, but he was a lot taller, a lot bigger, and looked up to him a lot. Yeah, I think he was trying to protect me, maybe. I don't know. That Illmatic album kind of stayed with me for a very long time. And also the second and third albums, yeah, they just all meant a lot to me in different ways.
There's something about when you're a kid and you see the parental advisory. Do they have that in the UK?
I mean, it's like catnip. Yeah, of course.
You're like,
that's when you know it's that's for me. Yeah, I found my thing.
And I was not allowed. But that's like every kid when their parents say don't listen to it.
Of course, it's like when we used to go and rent movies. If it wasn't at 18, we weren't interested. You know what I mean? It's like, why would I want to watch it?
All right, you're 1 for 1.
All right.
I'm at the Pizza Hut. What? I'm at the Taco Bell. What? I'm at the combination.
Come on, man. That's racist. Pizza Hut, Taco Bell. It's my boy Heems. It's Cool AD, yeah. I remember when I first heard this.
Yeah.
First, let me wind up a little bit. I had no idea who Das Races were.
Yeah.
And I was making music in the UK, and people kept trying to tell me I should check out Das Races, and still had no idea who they were. It was just in the early days of Twitter. And then Das Races account hit me up and said they liked something I did, and I swear I just thought they were like a German hardcore band or something. And then when I listened to it, I was like, what the hell is going on here? These people crazy? And the answer is that was yes, but are they also geniuses? And the answer to that was yes. Yeah, like such crazy, amazing, free-flowing music that was just like stream of consciousness and playful, and just trusting that the kind of depth will be there if you let your like kind of subconscious just do its thing. And making music with Heems was an amazing experience where I think we really rubbed up on each other. You know, by the end of the record we made together, I was freestyling and he was writing more, whereas at the start it was the other way around. So yeah, man, it was a great experience.
Gosh. Oh, golly gosh. Oh, goodness.
We went to the same college as him.
Oh,
Shout
really?
out Wesleyan.
Okay, right, yeah. That's like a
2 for 2.
very artsy university, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. It's an interesting choice of record from this guy. I would have thought you would have chosen some of his earlier stuff when he was that straight fresh coming out of the UK. This was more when he kind of started catching his American fame and all that kind of stuff. He got his Drake on, yes. This is Jay Sean, man. Jay Sean is... in a way, he's the original Drake. In the same way that mathematics and musical scales were maybe invented in India and then came here later, we invented Drake before Drake, and his name was Jay Sean. He's actually from, like, very close to where I grew up. So, like, the pocket of northwest London where I'm from, Wembley, it's like 5-10 minutes from there. Dev Patel is from there. Jay Paul is from there. Jay Sean is from there. You know, I feel like the UK is, like, an amazing engine of creativity in the South Asian diaspora.
Yeah.
And Jay Sean was a really important part of that, man. OG, there was no one really like him that had done that, you know, blending those influences in that way. And I'm really proud to say we've got a soundtrack coming out for my TV show that I just made, and Jay Sean is on it. And let me just tell you his writing talent, bro. We just sent him a loose kind of loop by a producer who hasn't even had anything out yet, but is a very talented guy. And we sent him something. Do you want to do something with it? He just wrote an absolute banger. I think it could be a massive hit. And I'm so proud that we've got him on our soundtrack.
You just got me thinking.
Uh-oh. Probably my favorite track of all time. So I'm just gonna stand here like this for a minute.
That's undeniable.
It's just some of the.
Go! Yeah!
my God. I don't even want to talk to you, bro. I'm just doing this. I'm just in my shit for a minute. So listen, it's J. Paul. J. Paul is, proud to call him a friend now. Got to know him over the last many years. And again, grew up in a neighborhood very close to mine. It's from that same pocket of London where actually my whole TV series is set. A lot of South End, kind of similar to Jackson Heights, I would call it,
Yeah.
if there was a parallel in New York. Look, man, we're
guys
not
are
even,
boys.
we're even, yes, yeah.
He's kind of low key, like kind of mysterious.
He's a low-key guy. Yeah, I mean,
lot
I don't
of
know if
people
it's about mystery. It's just like some people are just, he's just like a normal guy, day-to-day guy, doing his thing, making his tunes, hanging out. What's so special about Jay? It's like the collage of it. Do you know what I mean? Like the mixture of influences, of sounds. It's got that mixtape energy. You've got little bits of documentaries and TV shows in there. You got Indian music. You got beats. You got R&B. I just feel so proud that Northwest London gave the world J. Paul. That's really one of my favorite albums. And let me tell you something crazy. His album is called Bait Ones, right? He didn't actually want to release it. It got leaked. It's called like Bait Ones 2013 leak, right? Yeah. I think that affected him because that album got leaked and he wasn't, you can hear it. It's not really mixed and mastered. Bait is London slang. If you've baited someone, you've blown up their spot. So someone baited him up, they leaked his album, so that's why he called it Bait Ones. And my TV show is actually called Bait. Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here.
Yeah, listen, I'm sure it's not Malkeet Singh or RDB, is it? Sukhbir, nah, listen, I got a confession to make about Bhangra music, man. Bhangra music is like gonna be the new reggaeton in a way, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's just banging music, it's undeniable. I've never been massively into Bhangra. I've preferred Bhangra when it's like remixed.
Yeah.
Like whether you've got like Punjabi MC
with
or...
Jay-Z.
Yeah, right. The Punjabi MC track, for example, is the most well-known example of that. Growing up for me, that was like something that was very special. It was popping off with artists like Bali Sagoo, Bali Jagpal, people like them. They would blend like rap and R&B and garage with Bollywood and Bhangra. And that is like a very unique London thing that also went global that, I'm very proud of. There's loads of that kind of stuff on our soundtrack as well.
Okay, what about this?
We don't care about no government.
Is this brim full of Asher? What? Corner shop, man. It's a classic tune.
It's so good.
So it's about brim full of Asher on a 45. It's a banger. It's beautiful, man. So I remember when we saw this come up on TV back in the day on like the chart show and stuff, we were very confused.
And singing, illuminate the main streets and the cinema aisles.
Because it was like these brown singers and they were singing about a Bollywood singer, Asha Bhosle, like classic, kind of like a Donna Summer of Bollywood, like kind of a disco queen, early 80s bangers. A lot of the stuff that she made with Bappi Lahiri in particular is like crazy. Come back to that in a second. But there were these guys singing like kind of emo indie rocks tracks about Bollywood. And it was, again, such a beautiful fusion.
The
and
blending of cultures.
It's very UK, it's very London, it's very New York in a way as well. But that particular period of music that he's talking about, kind of that early 80s, late 70s Bollywood and Lollywood, which is the Pakistani version, is crazy. It's just like crazy psychedelic funk was more on the Pakistani side, and then this crazy like kind of electronic disco Bollywood sound. And the actual needle drops in our show, Bait, are all from that period. I just don't think the film music in that region was ever as freewheeling since as it was back then. So tracks like Bongo Bongo, Pyar Ka Imtihan, or like Nahid Akhtar, the Taffer Brothers, all of those guys, they were just making crazy music. We wanted music that was like surreal, playful, and kind of hit you with just how weird it was.
What about this song?
Boom shakalaka, good boy. You tell them no side.
Yeah, it's Apache Indian, yeah.
Your face right now.
We should not do this one. We should not do that one. What about UK Apache? Original Nutter?
Watch this.
Oh my God, timeless. To this day, if they drop this at Carnival and Notting Hill Carnival, I mean, how old is this tune now? This is like 33 years old. Original Nutter, UK Apache and Shy FX. I got so much to say about this track. First of all, the sampling is from Cypress Hill, which I only discovered years and years and years later. When someone played me a Cypress Hill track, I was like, oh, they've sampled Original Nutter. So it's got that blend in it. It's obviously got that dub sound, drum and bass sound, which is like such a kind of UK thing. But there's a sample at the start of it. And the original track, you got Ray Liotta from Goodfellas saying, one day some kids from the neighborhood carried my mother's groceries all the way home to the store. You know why? It was out of respect. I had no idea what that was about for years. And that sample took me to watch the film Goodfellas for the first time, which this day is probably my favorite film of all time. So that brought me, Goodfellas came into my life because of that track. Cypress Hill came into my life because of that track. But also the reason why it's such a London track, in a way, again, that blend of kind of influences. You know, UK Apache is a British Iraqi guy MCing in Jamaican patois and London Cockney at the same time. He goes, what are you saying, rude boy? No, I'm saying, mate. What are you doing, mate? And that classic kind of blend is you know what it's all about, that London sound. And so on this version that you can hear now, they couldn't clear the sample for Ray Liotta, so Idris Elba is reading out that bit of dialogue.
You know, when I walk into a dance, the bouncers don't frisk me. They salute me. You know why? It's out of respect.
So it's kind of everything. It's like everything that's good about the UK in one thing. You know what I mean? Idris, UK Apache, and Cockney. I don't think we can top this one. Craig. I'm trying to think, who is the American equivalent of Craig David? Is it Drake again? Did we invent Drake twice before the Americans? I think we did. I think Craig David plus Jay Sean equals Drake.
He wishes he was Craig David.
Craig David is someone who kind of popularized the UK garage sound and took it into the charts. So like, and you know, blended it with R&B, because before that, you know, at house parties and when the scene was coming up, it was really about taking American R&B tracks, you know, pitching it up and mixing them with the garage instrumentals. So like one of the biggest garage tracks we grew up to was Brandy and Monica, The Boy Is Mine. I didn't even know it was an R&B track for years, because we just heard it as a garage track, and it just would sample those vocals. But people like Craig David started coming on, actually singing on the tracks, and yeah, man, he's just such a talent.
To this music?
Yeah, it's like pirate radio stations. This is house parties.
But a lot of radio.
Yeah, so pirate radio culture is like a big thing, you know. I mean, there's a track recently with DAA and Kano called The Class of Deja, and I think that's like Deja FM, Deja Vu, is it? And yeah, it's like where a lot of this amazing kind of talent came up. They'd like go up on the roof of the housing projects, the council estates, and they have the aerial up there. I feel like rave culture is just such a big part of UK identity for such a long time.
We did start it though, right?
You started House and Garage, yes. House and
Detroit,
Garage from the Paradise Garage,
Chicago,
right? Yes,
New
the
York.
Paradise Garage, I think. Yeah. Absolutely. That was an interesting thing. It was called House and Garage. And if it was House and Garage, then you knew it was probably more US leaning and 4 to floor. And that two-step sound, UK Garage, we started calling it, and then two-step. But honestly, to this day, I'm going to confess, probably my favorite garage track of all time is a US House and Garage track. Are you about to play it? Oh, Pevin Everett one. No, it's this one, yeah. Oh, I'm going to cry. Oh, can we just hold hands and cry for a minute? Everyone just needs to we just need to stop and breathe, you know what I'm saying? Bro, listen, bro, I love you, man.
Come on.
This is the kind of music that just makes you stop. Where did it go wrong?